So if you've ever asked an AI to write your social media stuff, you've probably gotten something back that just feels, well, a little empty, a little generic, right? Today, we're going to move way past that. We're going to turn your AI from a cliché generator into a super sharp, data-driven social media strategist. Let's dive in and actually build that right now. Oh yeah, we've all seen this post. This is exactly the kind of soulless, generic fluff that AI tools spit out when they have zero direction. I mean, it's forgettable. It doesn't connect with anybody, and honestly, it's a waste of your time. This is the problem we are here to solve. If that last slide looked painfully familiar, hey, don't worry, it's not you, and it's not even really the AI's fault. The problem is the prompt. It's what we're asking it to do. But the good news is there's a much, much smarter way to work, a way to get content that actually sounds like you, clicks with your customers, and, gets results. Okay, so here's the big idea. We're going to stop asking ChatGPT to just write a caption. It's just too simple. Instead, we're going to teach it to analyze your past performance, to mirror your unique brand voice, to pull ideas straight from your customers, and then build drafts for specific platforms. It's really about turning it into a true strategic partner. That's the whole journey for our explainer today. We're moving from asking these really simple questions and getting really simple, kind of boring answers to building a sophisticated system that gives you a massive strategic advantage. And it all starts with teaching the AI who you are. So, how do we actually get that authentic content? Well, we have to give the AI a solid foundation. Before you ask it to write a single word for you, you've got to teach it about your brand, your audience, and what you're trying to achieve. This is square one.
And the foundation for all of this is what you see here, a brand voice plus guardrails brief. Now, think of this as a one-time setup. It's like a constitution for your brand that you give the AI. It stores exactly who you are, who you talk to, your tone of voice, and this is really crucial, your hard rules. Things like no made-up stats or never use this corporate jargon. You set these guardrails just once and the AI remembers them for your entire conversation. Now this is how we take authenticity to a whole new level. Instead of just guessing what your customers want to hear, you can have the AI literally mine their actual words from reviews and emails. The goal here is to ask the AI to pull out their exact pain points, their deepest desires, and even specific phrases you can use as hooks. This is how you create content that makes people feel genuinely seen and understood. Okay, we've established our voice. That's solid. Now let's see how data can build on top of that. Instead of guessing what might work next week, we're going to use your own data, your own history, to build a winning strategy.
So the process starts with you giving the AI cold, hard facts. You're not asking for its opinion. You just copy and paste your top 10 or so recent posts, along with their engagement numbers, likes, comments, saves, and clicks. This is the raw material it needs for its strategic analysis. And here's where the magic happens. The AI doesn't just spit back a summary. It gives you a full-on battle plan. It identifies your most effective hooks. It tells you which topics get people to save your content, and it even creates a stop doing list to help you cut out what's not working. The best part? It hands you a one-week content plan based entirely on what's already proven to work for you. All right, so now we know what to talk about. Let's get into how to talk about it. Because let's be real, a great post on LinkedIn is a terrible post on TikTok. The best social media strategy gets that. And with the right prompts, your AI can handle all that complexity for you. This table just lays it out perfectly. So for Instagram, you're going to want a prompt that generates a whole visual story, like a carousel and a matching reel script. For TikTok, the goal is totally different. You want 3 quick, punchy video ideas, all under 15 seconds. And then for LinkedIn, you design a prompt to create a more thoughtful founder story that really invites engagement. Each prompt is custom tailored to what works on that platform. Let's just zoom in on that Instagram prompt for a second. Look at how much value you're getting from a single command. It's not just a caption, it's a complete multi-format content package. You get the carousel cards, the video script, the long caption, and even the accessibility text. I mean, we're talking about massive efficiency and serious strategic thinking here. Okay, we're creating some great content now, but there are a couple of details that really separate the amateurs from the pros. First, making sure everyone can access your content, and second, knowing for sure if it's actually working. It's really simple, but so important. Not everyone experiences social media visually. Alt text is just a written description of an image that screen readers use to help people out. Writing good, concise alt text is an absolutely critical part of being inclusive and professional. You know, constraints can actually help with clarity.
On a platform like X, you've only got about 125 characters for alt text. That's not a lot, but you can ask your AI to take a long description and just distill it down to the most important info, making sure your visuals are understood by everybody.
So how do you really know which post led to a sale or a sign-up? UTM tags. That's the answer. They're like little digital name tags you add to a link that tell your analytics program, like Google Analytics, precisely where that click came from. No more guessing which platform is actually driving traffic for you. And the best part is, you don't have to be some tech wizard to use them. You can create a simple prompt that automates the entire process. Just give it your URL and your topic, and it can generate perfectly formatted, trackable links for each platform, and even organize them into a neat little content log for you. It's a game changer. Phew, we've covered a lot of really powerful prompts. So how does this all come together in the real world? Let's bring everything home and synthesize it into a simple, repeatable system that you can actually use every single week. This workflow is the final result of everything we've talked about. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. So on Monday, you plan by running that data analysis. Wednesday is your creation day. Friday, you measure the results with your analytics, and then Sunday, you take a look, you refine your strategy for the next week based on what you learned. This turns content creation from a chaotic scramble into a calm, strategic process.
So let's just recap the huge transformation here. The generic user asks for a caption and gets fluff. The strategic master that you've become runs an analysis and gets data-backed drafts. The old way is just a total guessing game. The new way is a system of measurement, of inclusion, and of constant improvement. The difference is night and day.
And hey, for those of you who want to take it even further, there are prompts that combine all these steps. A single command can tell the AI to do the research, draft the post, and then, this is the cool part, critique its own work for any risks or weaknesses before it even gives you the final version. It's incredibly powerful stuff.
We've gone from generic fluff all the way to a full strategic system. You now have the prompts and the workflow to create social media content that is authentic, that is data-driven, and that is truly effective. So the only real question left is, what's the very first thing you're going to teach your AI?